Welcome back, y'all. Fusillo Ford of Seneca Falls. My name is Marcus. Today we're going to be talking Ranger. That's right. 2019 is the very first year since 2011, y'all, that we will see a new Ford Ranger on the streets. Take a good look at this baby. You're going to notice one major difference, y'all. Size. The height is definitely there. If you're looking for the ultimate trail truck or the perfect light duty towing, you know, full super crew, you got plenty of space to fit everybody, this is the truck for you. Let's take a look, y'all. We're gonna have some fun today. All right, y'all, inside this 2019 Ranger, take a good look. I'm sitting in the back seat so you can you know, get a good look of what's gonna be in front of you when you're going down the road in this thing. Really nice, really sleek dash, doesn't come at you. I like what Ford is doing with their new interiors, y'all. They don't really pop at you. They're recessed, but they're also, you know, ease of access is there. Right here in the middle, y'all, to start, we got your radio with that 4.2-inch LCD display. In that display, you're gonna find your rear view camera with that dead center line that lines up right with your trailer hitch, making hooking up and going that much simpler, y'all. No more spotters, no more pulling your back out before you go fishing, trying to get the trailer closer. None of that, y'all. Back right up to it, drop the hitch, hit the river. Very nice. Come down below, come down beneath that. Obviously your climate control. You got a 12 volt on either side of your shifter for that much more connectivity. A USB down there underneath. And then a nice little selection of buttons here. Let's go over them real quick. Starting top left, that's your trail control. A lot like cruise control, but specifically for trails and lower speeds. Just on those days when you're back in those nasty muddy trails and you want to keep a constant speed. Obviously you're not trying to gun it and get out of there or get stuck, but you want to keep a nice constant speed so that you don't worry about getting stuck eventually. That's what that's going to be used for. Right next door to it on the right, you got your auto start stop technology switch. Turn it on, turn it off right there at your fingertips. No more digging through the cluster. Right next to that, rear locking differential, electronic rear locking differential. If at any time, you know, you're driving in the snow or the rain, if at any time you feel a slip between the wheels and the back, give that button a pop. It's going to lock that differential. Make sure you're spinning all at once. Keep you going in a straight line, if you know what I mean. Down on the bottom, all the way to the left, tow haul, right there. No digging, no nothing. And then, of course, your traction control on-off switch right there. And your traction control is automatic when you use your four-wheel drive shifter. If you're in 4-low, it's going to turn that off, going to maximize your four-wheel drive experience without you having to dig around and, you know, make sure that it is maximized. The 2.3-liter inline 4 that we have in this, that EcoBoost, is paired with the same transmission that's in the F-150s, y'all. It's that 10-speed automatic. On the side of your shifter knob, you're going to notice the plus and minus signs. That's for a gear limiter to make sure whenever you are trying to get the most out of your lower gears, you can lock it and stay in those lower gears, y'all. Very nice technology, especially when our market that we're shooting for is the trail guy, the weekender people. I mean, of course, are these good, normal, everyday consumer trucks? Absolutely. Excellent gas mileage, y'all. You still get the utility of a truck. But again, if you're that guy that just likes to hook up and hit it, this truck is for you. Stop in and see me, y'all. We're going to get you down the road. Make sure you stay tuned. We're going to take it around on a little short test drive. We're going to talk history. Let's have some fun, y'all. Here we go. Let's drive this baby, y'all. 2019 Ford Ranger STX. When you're driving this thing, even though you're only in a mid-sized truck, you still, you kind of feel like you're driving a full-size F-150. I mean, obviously looking around in the cabin, you know, it is closer quarters as opposed to an F-150. I mean, me being my size, I still have plenty of elbow room, plenty of, you know, I'm very comfortable with the space that I have in this Ranger. But you're sitting up pretty high for a midsize, and you know, partially because of the STX. That is an off-roading package, so we want to have good ground clearance, y'all. Ground clearance. We want to have good ground clearance, but it also just kind of helps us, you know, stand out a little bit from the rest of the competition. We talked about the motor, y'all. That 2.3 liter with the 10-speed transmission. That is a combination that is coming for the throat of every mid-sized truck, y'all. towing capacity of 7,500 pounds for a midsize, that's unbelievable, y'all. Unbelievable. And again, this thing, the curb weight of this thing, y'all, 4,400 pounds, that's almost the curb weight of a full-size truck. So even if you are towing at maximum capacity, it's not going to be throwing you all over the road like you're a rag doll. You know, anybody can put together a motor and a tranny that's going to tow that much, but having the capacity, that's a big thing, y'all. The capacity, the ability to handle that weight. Anybody can tow 10,000 pounds. You can tow it, but you may not be able to handle it properly. That's a big thing that you really want to keep in the back of your mind when you're looking for a new truck, especially when you're looking for specifically, you know, truck things, towing, off-road ability, payload ability. You know, all those things are they're options that need to be in the back of your mind. And whenever you look at every single option, be it payload or towing or gas mileage even, it's gonna be found in the Ford Ranger, y'all. Top dog every single time. I am a Ford salesman, but I do stand by my product 100%. This Ford Ranger, y'all, I would take it over, I'm not gonna say any names, I would take it over any other mid-size truck on the market, just as I would take an F-150 over any full-size truck on the market. Let's talk a little bit about the history of the Ranger. The Ranger name did not start out as its own truck, if you can believe it. The Ford Ranger started out as a trim level, much like the Lariat or the XLT or the King Ranch. You could get an F-150 Ranger. That was a thing. Now, since 1983, y'all, and listen to this, this is another big one. Since 1983, there have only been three body styles. 3, that's it. F-150, y'all, we change body styles like we change underwear, y'all. We keep with the times, okay? With the Ranger, it was one of those things where if it ain't if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. Why fix it? Just keep pumping them out, y'all. People want them. People want these things. So this is the 3rd body style. We had one from 1983 to 92, and then from 92 to 11 for us in the US. And it's stuck. It's been there ever since, and there was nothing wrong with it. Why get rid of it? The only real thing that we've changed, and it doesn't really sound like a lot, obviously the outside, the body is very different. It sits up much higher. It's got a much more of a truck feel to it. It doesn't really feel like a sedan with a bed. Doesn't feel like you're driving an El Camino with a Ford symbol on it. But a big difference, y'all, is the capability. The capability it's skyrocketed right through the roof with that 2.3, you know, the max towing, everything that we've talked about. I personally love the new Ranger. I love it. I had some friends that had the older ones, and you know, I was indifferent. I drove a full size myself. I didn't see the need really for a mid-sized truck, and maybe that was just me being 16 years old. You know, that could have been it. Me being my age now, I see, you know, trying to fit the budget and the gas mileage and the capability being there with saving some in your pocket, really. All in all, I would put my name on the Ford Ranger any day. Any day. If you put this Ranger up next to any other make and model, I would put money on it that it's going to out-tow it, outperform it, it's going to look better, and it's going to feel better driving it, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button. Leave me some comments, some kind of questions, anything. Tell me my hair looks nice today. I like hearing that. Share this video, y'all. Share it like wildfire. I want to make sure that everybody is informed on what they're buying, and I want to make sure that you know that the best place to take all that information that you're collecting is Fusillo Ford of Seneca Falls, y'all. Stop in and see me. Make sure you ask for Marcus. Come in, sit down with me. I'll get you down the road in a Ranger, an F-150, a Mustang, anything you want. Doesn't even have to be Ford. Anything you want, I've got it, y'all. Stop in and see me. Stay safe. Y'all be good.